National 5 Maths, Practice Paper G, Paper 2. Now in question 7, we're being asked to find how far apart the two yachts are when they've both stopped. So we've got yacht A and yacht B, so we've got to find out what this measurement here is. So we've got capital H there, so we'll call that small h, capital A, small a, capital B, so small b. Now, it mentions we've got a couple of bearings here, 72 degrees and 140 degrees. So I'm going to add my north arrow coming out of point H there. So yacht A sails on a bearing of 72 degrees. So that means that this angle here is 72. And yacht B is on a bearing of 140. So that means that from north all the way around to here is 140 degrees. So if we say 140, subtract 72 degrees, and that makes 68 degrees. So 140 take away 72 gives us 68 degrees in here. Now at this point we can have a look to see which formula we can use. Well, we've got an angle and we've got the sides next to it, so that tells us we can use the cosine rule. So that is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a, and that's in your formula sheet. But we're looking for h, so instead of a we're going to call it h, and the other two sides, so we're finding h, and the other two sides are a and b here, so it's going to be a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cos h. And then we're going to sub in all these values, so it's going to be a squared, so that's going to be 50 squared plus b squared minus 2 times 50 times 30 times cos 68. And you can stick all that into your calculator, and when you do that you get 2276.18. Now bear in mind that's what h squared is, not h, so we need to find what the square root of that is. So h is the square root of 2276.18, and that is 47.7, and it's in kilometres. Now in question number 8, it tells us we've got mathematically similar rectangles. Panel A's got a diagonal of 90 and an area of 4020 square centimetres, so I'm going to add that in. B has got a diagonal of 125. Now we can find out what the area is of panel B, and we're going to find out if that is double A or not. It says here, a salesman claims that panel B with a diagonal of 125 centimetres will be double the area of panel A. Well, let's find out if that is the case or not. So linear scale factor, we're going to take the larger diagonal and divide it by the smaller one. So it's 125 over 90. So that's our linear scale factor. You could simplify it, but you don't have to. Now you have to find the area scale factor. Now that's just a linear scale factor squared. Well, our linear scale factor is 125 over 90. And we're going to square that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take A, we're going to multiply it by the linear scale factor to find out the area of B, and then we're going to see if it's double or not. So we're going to do 4020 times 125 over 90 all squared. And that comes to, I've not worked that out already, I thought I had that already. So 4020 times 125 over 90 squared, and that comes to 7754.63 square centimetres. Well, if we double that, you get bigger than that. So it's not double the size. So area of A times 2 equals 4020 times 2 equals 8040 square centimetres. Therefore, panel B has an area less than double panel A. We still haven't answered the question yet. Is the claim justified? So we need to add a little bit on to answer that question. So the claim is not justified.